All right, Frida wants to know, what are some facts about Frida and what are some of your opinions about Frida? Remember, eyes up here, this is our board from last week, okay? We learned that a fact is something that is always true and I can prove it. Like with my eyes, I can prove that it is true. It's always true. Say facts.
Facts.
Always true.
Always true.
That's why I put the check mark. And then an opinion is something that I think or something that I feel. So I want to hear, what do you remember about facts and opinions? What is a fact about Frida the frog? Elijah.
That Frida's green.
Frida is green. And how do you know that's a fact, Elijah?
Because
I know it's a fact.
I know it's a fact because
Excellent.
she's always green.
She's always green. Can anyone look at Frida and tell me that she is not green?
She is a green frog, but
Excellent. Timothy.
other frogs can be other different colors, but not like all the rainbow colors. Some frogs can be brown.
Very true. So some frogs aren't always green, but Elijah said Frida is green. So is that a fact?
Yeah.
Yes, we can prove it. We can use our eyes. We can look at Frida, Aaron, and we can prove that she is green. What's an opinion about Frida? What is one of your opinions, what you think or feel about Frida? Mackenzie.
My opinion is that Frida's eyes are black. I love Frida's eyes.
I love Frida's eyes. Tell me, why do you love Frida's eyes?
Because it looks like it's adorable.
Oh, I love that word and I love that opinion. Mackenzie said Frida's eyes are adorable. And I see that some people, I see some people agree, but I also see that some people disagree. So some people think that Frida's eyes are adorable, and some people think that Frida's eyes are not adorable. And that's okay. That's what you think or feel. It is your opinion. I want you to turn and teach your partner one fact and one opinion about Frida. And I want you to use the words I think and I know. Turn and teach your partner one fact and one opinion about Frida. Teach! What about her face? She has a face? Yeah, right Excellent, Mackenzie, but I need everyone's participation. Class.
Yes!
Thank you. Next time, that'll be a minute. Here we go. So, we're going to take all that we've learned. Frida's going to come down here. She's still participating.
Yay!
We're going to take all that we've learned about facts and opinions, and we're going to start reading this book about sharks. So, let me tell you why it's important. Like, this is why it's important that we learn the difference between facts and opinions, Elijah. So when we're reading, we want to figure out what are we learning about sharks, and what are we just thinking and feeling about sharks. Good readers figure out what their facts are about stories. be good readers, we have to learn how to do this. It helps us understand the text. So let me show you what we're going to do to practice that. Are you ready for this? Countdown. 3, 2, 1. Whoa. Look at this. Who can read me? What does it say next to fact? What does it say? I know it's cursive. What does it say next to fact? Helena.
I'm scanning flies. It says I won.
Very good. And then Helena, what does it say next to opinion? It says what?
I think.
I think. So we're going to write sentences under fact of things that we learn, things that are always true, things that we can prove. And we're going to write sentences under opinion that are things that we think about sharks, or things we feel about sharks. So before we get started, thank you, Helena. Here is our cover. The title of our story is Sharks. What's the title, class?
Sharks!
Excellent. And the author of our story is Brenda Guberson. Read her name with me. Brenda Guberson. Very good. It's time for our title page. Sharks by Brenda Guberson. Before we start to read, do you think this book is fiction or nonfiction?
No.
Class, fiction or nonfiction?
Non-fiction!
One person. How do you know it is nonfiction? Ellie, go. Quickly.
Non-fiction because
It's going to teach us. What makes you think it's going to teach us, Ellie?
Because the title is Sharks.
Because the title is Sharks. What else on the cover makes you think it's going to teach us?
Because on the cover page it has a shark.
It has a shark. But what kind of a picture of a shark is it? Is this an illustration of a shark wearing a shirt and like holding a hamburger? Or is this a photograph of a shark? Of a real shark, right? Yeah. So how does that help you figure that out, Lee? It has a photograph. How does that photograph help us figure out that it's going to be non-fiction? Call on one person to help you out a little bit, Ellie.
What did you say again?
How does the photograph help you figure out that this book is going to be non-fiction?
Because if it was gonna be fiction, if it was gonna be non-fiction, then it wouldn't have a shark eating hamburger at a restaurant ordering McDonald's.
Okay, so this is something that could really happen, right?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Because if it,
We don't even care.
But it wouldn't have any sharks talking.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Ryan.
Some pizza.
Have a seat, thank you.
I was pizza.
So what I love that Ryan pulled out is that if this book was going to be fiction, there would be sharks talking, they'd be wearing clothes, they'd be ordering pizza. And Ellie's, the photograph helps us figure out that this is nonfiction because it's a photograph of a what? Of a funny looking shark or a real shark? A real shark. So the fact that it's a real shark looks like it's going to give us real information. Okay? keep going. Okay, ready? What's our title? Sharks. I think this book is going to teach me all about sharks. Sharks are an amazing fish. They live in oceans all around the world. Some like warm water, others like cold water. A few sharks can even live in rivers. Some sharks are as big as school buses. Other sharks are as small as pencils. I think that this shark is disgusting. I think that is a nasty looking shark. That is an opinion. That's not always true. This is my opinion of the shark, that it is disgusting. I'm going to write that right here. I think the small shark is disgusting. Ready? I think the small shark is disgusting. Let's keep reading. Fast sharks can speed around the ocean. Slow ones hide in the sand. Sharks have lots of teeth, but they do not have bones. The skeleton of a shark is made of cartilage. That's something I learned. Sharks do not have bones. Is that what I think about sharks, or is that something that is always true?
Always true.
So I learned that sharks do not have bones. I learned sharks do not have bones. Here we go. Yes, Helena.
Another fact is that sharks can be dangerous.
Okay, so that might, is that something we read in the story? No, so I'm not going to write it up here because I'm only going to record the facts that I'm reading from my book. I may have learned something else that's always true about sharks, but right now I'm just recording what I'm reading in the story. So why am I not writing it down, Helena?
Because a fact is something that is so.
Well, or I'm just writing down the facts that I'm learning from the story. Does that make sense? There are facts everywhere, but great job.